Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Giant. Today we're going to open the MagicCon Las Vegas. So this came in today. So there's supposed to be a lot in here. The biggest part is the Mystery Booster 2 display booster. So we're going to go ahead and crack that open. A lot of nice reprints in there. Some spicy stuff. I think Urza is one of the big hits. They kind of did it in the old Time Spiral look, I believe, was the set, but we'll see it together. There's some collector boosters in here. There's little Legends foil secret layer, and another some promo packs with some specific cards. I think there was a Swords to Plowshare here and stuff. Home is where the convention is. Welcome to your own personal MagicCon. So you guys can enjoy this if you didn't get a chance to buy one. Okay, so that looks like that's going to be our 4 special cards. There's the secret layer. There's our 3 collector boosters. And our actual mystery booster 2. So it's kind of a fun presentation. The collector boosters, maybe we'll save to the end. The little legends. I don't know if this is the same little legends we've seen. I'll open this up first and see what we got here. So, Little Legends Rainbow. There's Rhea, Dawnbreaker. So yeah, in case you got one on the way or you didn't get to grab one and you see something you like in here. So there's Rhea. We've got, maybe I should put them over here. Oravan, the All Form. Shapeshifter. Drana, Last Blood Chief, Lavinia, Azorus Renegade, another Omnath. Look at its baby Omnath. He's pretty cool. And I guess this is the secret part of it, Atlanta War Visionary. Looks like the special card in Secret Layers a lot of times now are being the elves. And then this is our special promo cards on this nice little hard shell. All right, let's see what this has. So we've got a Ponder. Oh, I know what's in here. The Swords of Plowshare I wanted for my personal collection is really nice. That's a cool Ponder. Nice and bright and thick lines. There's the swords I wanted. It's so derpy. What's he delivering? What's in his basket? I can't make it out. Is it just roses? I think so. Oh, tulip. Tulips bring love to the world. I bring the tulips. He's a little Dutch crow or something, little Dutch boy. Oh, beautiful plains. Look at those lotuses floating in the sky. That's beautiful looking. Would have been better in foil. And a convention marrow. That's a big paragraph. You guys can look that up online or freeze the screen. I like that Swords to Plowshare enough. I think we're going to sleeve him up. Sorry, I just had to grab a sleeve there. We're going to put him back here so we can all enjoy him the whole time. Okay, so what do we got? We got to get into this. We're going to do the boosters last. Let's clean up the stuff we knew we were going to get. I'll put those over here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the channel. Open all your favorite hobby stuff. We'd love to have you like and subscribe. So let's get into the Drafting the Unknown in Mystery Booster 2. So I only ordered one of these kits for the store. So yeah, and most of the stuff you're going to see online here opened will be available on our website. Well, that opened easy. Just kind of melted open. Oh, so they are going to have the list card designation in the bottom left. So we got two commons, an uncommon. There's a lot here, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but some really nice reprints here. Acidic soil. Bit of a, and then back to commons. Uncommon, a sublime epiphany. A natural select. So here's the, so this is the set symbol, the question mark for the white border. So they're bringing white bordered stuff to cards that potentially have never had white border before. So that's kind of cool. And a goblin settler destroys lands, and they gave it that nice time look. And a noble ox. When it enters the battlefield, on all unblocked creatures attacking you become blocked by the ox. Can block any number of creatures. Now these packs open up lickety split. Okay, so let's hammer through the commons and uncommons. I see something that's kind of cool. Exhaustion. Oh, from a portal set, I think. That's pretty cool. Opponent skips untapping creatures and lands. Oh, an oblite. I think it's starting to get reprinted enough now. Maybe not worth about. That could be a hit. Stormcaller. A gemstone mine. That's a nice throwback. Showdown of the Scalds from Kaldheim. Limdol's Vault is our white border treatment here. Look at the top 5. As many times as you want. You pay 1, put those cards on the bottom in any order. And a Hull Breacher with the special treatment. That might be worth something. Anything that makes treasures these days is pretty nuts. Liliana's other contract. We're not going to look at those silly cards because they're not legal in any format that I'm aware of. But it was Liliana's other contract. What's the name of the card? Meeting of the Minds. Well, I always loved the art on this Ophidian Eye. Especially good in foil. There's a nice Corrupt. Old school. Solar Blast. Fire Servant. Saber Ants. Timberland Ancient. Squeeze Embrace. Golgari Grave Troll, a troll skeleton. A Day of Judgment in our white border. And a Norwood Priestess. You may put a green creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Activate only on your turn and before attackers are declared. Well, she's pretty sweet. I think she's a hit. Maybe not our big hit. And I think in the forums I was reading, you'll only get 1 foil of the time treatment in the whole box. So let's see if that's true or not. Yeah, thanks for hanging in there with us. Could be a long video. Rapid Hybridization, always a good card. Another card, I love the art. Look at that killer whale. He's eating a Thopter. A Blood Speaker, Gargantuan, Sticky Fingers, an Arms Dealer. Kalani Garden. Oh, a nice OG art for Quirion Ranger. Skittering Surveyor. Yoshi of the Morning Star. It's a Dragon Spirit. Kitchen Finks won't be worth a lot, but there's our white border. Ooh, a Merchant Scroll. I know in its original printing that's worth a little bit. Hard to get. And Teferi, Druid of Argoth is the test card. Or whatever they're calling them, development card. Oh, it looks like we got our foil already. It snuck that in. It caught my eye. Drift of Phantasms, Dream Thrush. There's a Nox of School. Very playable in zombie decks. First Day of Class. Reckless Abandon as additional cost. Sack a creature. 4 damage. Spider Silk Armor is good. Oh, a Relic of Legends. That's a nice reprint. Plague Engineer. That's very playable, good card. Cathar's Crusade. Whenever a creature enters the battle, put a 1/1 counter each creature. I know that's an expensive card in its regular run. Looks like we got Miri, Weatherlight Duelist. And if this is only 1 foil, this is probably the one we got. Whenever it attacks, each opponent can block with more than one creature, and as long as she's tapped, no more than one creature can attack me each combat. Alright, we're going to sleeve that up, and our silly one is Microscope. So let's put Mary in the back with the Dutch tulip worker. What do you think of that hit? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you can see it there. If that's our only one, I was hoping for something bigger and better, but we'll take it. False Summoning. Counter target creature spell. If you haven't seen some of these old cards, they're cool to see. Although, like I said at the beginning, they're all going to have the little Planeswalker logo involved. Bastion is playable. Ogre Arsonist. Destroy a land. Pollen Bright Druid is playable. Angelic Shield. Ooh, a Blatant Thievery. For each opponent, gain control of a permanent that player controls. That's pretty strong. A Blazing Root Walla is our white border. And one of my old favorite cards, a Meekstone. I kind of like that presentation. That really pops. I just made a deck that had a Meekstone in it. I'll have to maybe swap that out. And a Phyrexian Seedling. A lot to go here still, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, our store, if you decide to show, there's Reconnaissance. Very popular, always. For 0, you don't have to tap or anything. Remove target attacking creature you control from combat and untap it. Visit us on the site. Free shipping on singles over $10. Love to have you shop the site. Love to have you join the channel. I haven't seen this guy before from Mirage. Cannot be the target of red spells or abilities, and he pings for 1. Looks like a red creature. Shadow Rift, giving a creature shadow, makes it basically unblockable, and a card draw, that's playable. So all these reprints, whatever rarity they are, a lot of them here seem pretty strong. You see them played a lot. There's the Dingus Staff. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, 2 damage to its controller. Murderous Rider, great from Throne of Eldraine. The Taxian Probe, another huge card, super expensive in foil. Reset. Cast a spell only during an opponent's turn after their upkeep. Untap all lands you control for 2. Catch of the day. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the test cards. They're usually just pretty silly. Sends Enlistment, Prismatic Strands, a Tolarian Kraken, Undo, turn any 2 creatures from play to their owner's hands. Pretty good. Doesn't have, not instant speed though. Shep of Rot, it's very playable. Empty the Warrens, Assault Formation, Stang. You get a copy of him when he enters. Ooh, the old Coffin Queen. Look at that old set it's reprinted from. It's one I haven't seen. TPR. You may choose not to untap her during your untap phase, and you can tap or put target creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. When she becomes untapped, you lose control of her, exile that creature. Wow, pretty strong. Dryad Arbor is our white border, and Life Tap. Blue, and the Heron Moon. Yeah, so put in the comments what you guys were hoping to see. If you've seen any big hits on other channels. Massacre, that's kind of cool art. If an opponent controls a plains and you control a swamp, you may pay it for free. All creatures get -2/-2. That's pretty good. Skeletal Changeling, Sure Strike, Fists of Flame, Salvage, another portal card it looks like, Jade Mage, good old Replicating Ring, Dramoka's Command, Skyclave Apparition, she's such a good card. If you run white, you'll want to have her in your deck. White border makes it look nice. Oh, there's another Mythic. So there's Friar Ball instead of Fireball. Oh, it's monks. It's a bunch of friars in a ball. That's a good play on words. Okaji, a vengeful Kama is a dragon spirit. That one looks kind of cool, just the way it had to put all the color pips in there. You got all, it fills the whole thing. That's not a bad looking card. When he deals combat damage to the player, if the player attacks you during their last turn, exile target non-land permanent that player controls. So not crazy good, but kind of a nice card. Maybe we'll sleeve it up and give it a little feature. It is a mythic in the time presentation there. Can we see that one? Flicker Wisp, Knight, Witness Protection. This card from Streets, I play the heck out of it. I think it's underrated. Like, just for nerfing a guy's commander or any powerful card on the board, you turn anything into a 1/1 and you change the name and everything to a legitimate business person. It's fun to imagine, you know, any creature appearing as a legitimate business person. There's an Ancient Hydra, Goblin Offensive. It's one of my favorite flavor texts. They certainly are. Goblins are offensive. Avenging Druid, Reclamation Sage, Darksteel Ignite, Dress Down, Environmental Sciences. That was kind of nice in the white border. Nomads of Encore. For 0, the next 1 damage that would be dealt to Nomads is dealt to target creature you control instead. So just keeps moving damage away from it onto other stuff. Search Elemental. In the goofy cards. Squire, Confound, counter target spell that targets one or more creatures. We'll go through this fast. Here's a graveyard, great in my old rat deck. If an opponent has no cards in his graveyard and you pay the 2, he flips. And then he turns into a 4/2 that for 5 you put a target card from a graveyard into play under your control. Shiv's Embrace. Cudgel Troll. Whip Silk. Very good utility card. Puppet Strings. There's Gareth. The only cards that makes a Black Lotus for you. That's too bad. That's not going to be... Oh, I got another one of my favorite cards. A good old Ensnaring Bridge. And the Time Treatment. I'm going to sleeve that up just for nostalgia. Just for old Greg. I love my Meek Stones and Ensnaring Bridges. So he's going to get a spot here until we replace it. Get that on camera for you. Looking good. Blessing, Shelter, Curiosity is a great card. Stand Together. Patchwork Automaton. Herald of Secret Streams. Stitcher's Supplier, very playable in decks where you want the recursion, want stuff in your grave. Pyroblast is the red counter target spell. If it's blue, destroy target blue permanent for 1 only. It's instant. Super strong in red. It's Pokey, the Scallywag. Oh, it's goofy. Well, what do you think so far, gang? Diversionary Tactics. Corellian Wisp, Miscalculation. There's Karn with his buddies there. Another creature. This one's strong because target creature gains shadow, so that should be worth a little bit. I know it's an original form, it was. Geist Blast, Trumpeting Herd, Primal Rage. All creatures you control do get trample. That's huge for only 2. Backlash. Gerard. Conclave Exile. Get a 4/4 Rhino. When he attacks, populate. Oh, an Arset in the white border. That's cool looking. That might be worth something. And an Elvish Reclaimer. Sack a land, search for a land, put it in the... Wow, you can get anything. Glimpse the unthinkable. Playtest cards. Wanderer Strike. Frost Trickster, Talon's Invocation, Gloom Sower, Senior Autocrat, Orcish Settlers. A lot of land destruction, the old red cards here, eh? Reckless Rage, Symbiotic Beast. Remember this guy? I think he makes bugs, yeah. When it's put into the graveyard, put 4 1/1 insects into play. Acid Moss, another land destruction. Oh, we've got the Phyrexian guy, but in I didn't know we're getting foreign language in here. It's Italian or Portuguese or Spanish. Conspicuous Snoop. A Street Wraith. Swamp Walk, Cycling. Contagion. You may pay 1 life and exile a black card from your hand rather than pay. Distribute 2 -2/-1 counter on 1 or 2 creatures. Interesting. And a Boulder Jockey. Well, I think that Miri maybe was our hit, ladies and gentlemen. Good old Bone Shards. Aftershock. Man, the land destruction in here is nuts. Kiora, a Timeless Dragon. He has Plane Cycling. Sphinx of the Steel Wind. That's a mythic. Flying First Strike Vigilance. Lifelink. Pro Red and Green. Sabo's Web. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Each land with an activated ability that isn't a mana ability doesn't untap. Nice. That can be restrictive. And a Meandered Tower Shell. A little more than halfway through. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. We're going to have a long one here. Please give us a like and sub. Love you to watch our stuff. Humble Defector. Frog Tongue. There's some old classic art by Phil. Canopy Surge. Shield of the Oversoul. That's a strong card. Ajani. The Great Hearted. For more of the Spark. A Leyline. A white Leyline in white border. That's looking nice. Tormod's Crypt in the new treatment. Sack it. Exile target player's graveyard. Pretty nice looking. Champion of the Harish. A Rabbit Soldier. Bloomborough decks would like that. Anyone running rabbits. Giga Drowse. Tap target permanent. You got the Manowar. Look at that. It's killing a shark. Manowar comes into play from hand. Return 1 creature to its owner's hand. Evil Eye. Sling Gang Lieutenant. A Fire Amp. There's some nice classic art. 2 damage to any 1 creature when he comes into play from your hand. Ground Rift. Gemhide Sliver. There's a staple in Sliver decks. A Drum Hunter. Unmake. Used to love running that in the Lorwyn block. Bad Moon. All black creatures get +1/+1. That's nice. An Isochron Scepter. Very good. Put an instant on there and you can keep playing it. Rain of Daggers. Destroy all creatures target opponent controls. You lose 2 life creatures destroyed this way for 6. Don't think that looks very good as far as value. And Slumbering Waterways. A land. The land itself has Flying Vigilance and Trample. So I guess if you have a way to animate it. Windfall, old art. That's nice looking. A good playable card. Undead Augur, Bushmeat Poacher, Grab the Reins, Tyvar Stand, Evolution Sage, Blood Tithe Harvester, Crawler, Soul of Theros. A mythic, white border. Creatures you control get +2 and first strike and lifelink on the turn if you pay 6. And the other thing for 6, exile from your graveyard. Creatures you control get the same treatment, but only till end of turn. A Goblin Lackey. Look at that artwork. Whenever he deals damage to a player, you can put a Goblin permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, we put those in the wrong piles. Put those here. And a Lifening Elemental. Another play on words, I guess. Alright. Radiance Judgment. Mithrilize Timeb. Wing Splicer. Beseech the Queen. Well, basically a tutor there. Vile Requiem. Some removal there, creature removal. Gruul War Chant, there's Grist. That little bug, I never noticed that on his card before. It's got a little bug flying on the top there, kind of sitting on the edge of the border. That's kind of cool. Elvish Spirit Guide is your white border. And good old Pox. Each player loses a third of life, discards a third of the cards in their hand, and sacks a third of their creatures. Then sacrifice a third of the lands they control. Round up each time. That's pretty brutal. Essence of Ajani. Look at Ajani and his little sticking his head out of the Planeswalker logo. Kind of like Porky Pig in the Looney Tunes. A Shifting Sliver, Dark Triumph. Rogue Shadow Mage. Electricity. A Blight Mamba. Power Conduit, that's a good card. Remove a counter from a permanent you control. Put a charge counter on a target artifact, or put a 1/1 on a creature. Shared Summon. Search your library for the 2 creature cards with different names. Reveal them. Put them in your hand. Preordain, that's some cool looking art. With the white border. Ooh, a Goblin King with really old art. It's quite a crown he's wearing, I'll tell you that. Other goblins get +1/+1 and a Mountain Walk. And a Planeswalker Efficate. Planeswalker Efficate. Alright, we're down to 3 or 4 packs here. Really appreciate you watching. If you just hit the like button or sub, we'd love to have you subscribe and watch us open more stuff. Breakthrough's great. Volcanic Geyser. Spell Bomb. Reconstruct History. Oh, Conspiracy card. That's not going to be legal in too many formats. A Summoner's Pack. Search for a green creature, reveal it, and put it in your hand for 0, and you got to pay 4 on your upkeep or you lose the game. War's Wage. All artifacts have at the beginning of your upkeep, sack this artifact unless you pay 1. All artifacts, so not just mine, all players. So that's kind of cool. You could play anti-artifact deck. Alberix, the Trade Planet. Pile's starting to get pretty big there. Nothing too crazy unless we do really good on that Miri. But we'll go through this, put the stuff on the site. Apprentice Sorcerer. You may tap, deal 1 to any creature. Oh, blue, tap for damage. Convulsing Licid. Ancient Silverback. Hunting Pack. Quicksilver Dagger. Path of Discovery. A Thopter Foundry is our white border. And a Tinder Wall is our time treatment. A Knight of the Flying Merfolk. An old B horror movie. So it seems to be true. You only get one foil in a box of the special treatment, and it looks like we did get Miri. I'll have a look here and see what she's worth after. There's an old Peat Bog, Anarchist, Serrated Biskillion, a Wake Thrasher, good old Ponder with classic art. There's our white border. Thassa's Oracle, very nice. Very playable in blue. And a Pyromancy 101. There's the test card. A Belfry Spirit, Elite Scale Guard, Turtle Shell, Turnabout, good old Mad Auntie. Goblin Grenadiers. Sack it, destroy target creature and target land. Use only if Goblin Grenadiers is attacking and unblocked. A Hunted Wampus. When it comes to play each other, player will put a creature card from his or her hand into play under their control. Haywire Might, great little card. Opulent Palace, Chainer, Nightmare Adept. Deafening Silence, there's for stacks. Players can't play more than one. Natural Order, that looks like a mythic. As additional cost to cast a spell, sack a green creature, search your library for a green creature and put it on the battlefield. Very nice. And a value town. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll save these for later, maybe for another time, because that's a little over 30 minutes. We want you to watch the channel. So thanks for watching. TabletopGiant.ca. What they said, we'll ship out. You spend more than $10 on singles, you get free shipping. Thanks so much for watching, and say goodbye from our tulip delivering Derpy Crow. Hope everyone has a great week, and keep enjoying the hobby. Take care.